Good morning, good morning, good morning, and a grand rising. Welcome, welcome on this beautiful, gorgeous, tropical Jamaican day, this day of the Temple of Light, Center for Spiritual Living. I welcome all those who are here in the sanctuary and those who are listening online and those who will be listening later online. Welcome, welcome, welcome. After that beautiful prelude by Audale Martin and company, yes, I know, and there's more music to come. Let us begin the way all things begin at this wonderful Temple of Light, with prayer. Please join me. We go within. Within is God. Within is our source. That source of joy, that source of peace, that source of calmness, that source of abundance, and above all, that source of love. And we open our hearts and minds. We, in the sanctuary, all those who are listening online, open our hearts and minds, and we know that there are other hearts that are open in our community to the influx of all of God's blessings. And we know that because of this service here this morning, we are blessed, Jamaica is blessed, and indeed, the world is blessed. I know that, I believe this, and I release my words into the law of mind. And I give thanks that as I have spoken, it is so, and so it is. Let us all, in that spirit of abundance, repeat the prosperity affirmation. Please stand. Together, God is lavish, unfailing, abundant prosperity. The source of all good is infinite and inexhaustible. I unify with and place my faith in the one true source. My life is already blessed, yet I'm being offered so much more. Infinite potential, unconditional love, and unlimited spiritual growth are just a few of Spirit's gifts. I am open to receiving them all with gratitude and joy. The God power made me in its image and likeness, out of itself, and it wants only to support me. Its plan is to lift me into higher expression. Deep in my heart, I know that I deserve all the good things in life, and my acceptance of the support of the universe is all that is necessary for it to continue its work in my life. I deserve true abundance and unconditional love. I deserve vibrant health and good feelings. I deserve happiness, peace, and joy. I deserve prosperity, freedom, and ease in my financial affairs. I deserve to have my dreams come true. My heart is filled with gratitude for all that I have been given, and for all that is yet to come. I release my word to the law of divine mind that always says yes, and so it is. And let us move now into our chant. Pour yourself in me. Words and music, Ricky Byers and after that, we need a bit of silence so that what we have just sung we can absorb. A moment of silence. And so it is. And now we have the lighting of the candle.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Terrell.
I light this candle on behalf of all the youth of the world. Let us behold the Christ in them, and so it is.
Saying the congregation blessing. We love you. We appreciate you. We salute the Christ in you. We see you as shining lights unto your world. God is blessing you now. And so it is. And now one of the highlights of the service, the Temple of Light mission song. Temple of Light, the Temple of Light, the Temple of Light. We are a people with a vision, one spirit on a mission, to touch, to heal, to bless, to prosper, to love and liberate. Terrell, thank you for that rousing welcome. Temple of Light song, rousing. And now some announcements. On Tuesday, we will be having spiritual mind healing service beginning at 6 p.m. Oh, first, I'm sorry, I need to welcome formally all the guests who are online and in the sanctuary. Is there anyone who is worshiping with us for the first time? If so, please stand. Anyone worshiping for the first time? Looks like we're all family. Wonderful. Give yourselves an applause. Right. Back to Tuesday, 6 p.m. Practitioner Audale Martin hosts the spiritual mind healing service on that day. And she has an interesting topic. Let the way you live be the world you believe in. Let the way you live be the world you believe in. The Temple of Light diaspora community will join us for the very first time. All sorts of things are happening for the first time. Come and be a part of a sacred space that uplifts and transforms. You won't want to miss this, I can promise you. Our grief support meetings will take place this Tuesday, also at 6. Have a clash there. Come out and join Lorraine Jones, who is the grief facilitator in the temple's book room. Feel free to invite persons who may need another approach to losing perhaps a loved one, a profession, or a way of life. Lorraine Jones, Tuesday, 6 o'clock in the book room. This morning, right after service, Reverend Michele will meet with ushers, platform assistants, and those interested in becoming same platform assistants. So that's right after. I'm sure you can bring your goodies, your refreshments, and meet with her. And on Friday, May 23, we will be hosting our Labor Day activities from 8:30 in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon. The theme this year, THC, Thrive in 2025, which stands for Teas, Herbs, and Container Gardening, THC, Labor Day, from 8:30 to 2:30. And Audale Brown is going to give us some details about the Labor Day activities. Audale, please come to the platform.
Morning, Temple family.
Good morning, Audale.
And Temple family and friends online. So we are like 4 days away. We are looking forward to your presence on Labor Day, those of us who can make it. I know some of us have other alternative plans. This week we would like to focus on the donations. We would like to have snacks, refreshments, water, ice. The gardening, some will be done prior to Labor Day, but still if you can come or there is a representative you can send to help us with the gardening. For the indoor work, we'll be cleaning the chairs, the windows, so we would like to have masks, gloves, brushes, and cleaning material for the windows. Our discussions will be very interesting. We want to be in harmony with nature, which is where the discussions on the teas and the herbs and the container gardening comes in. So we look forward to having you or your representative here. Please let either of us, myself, Carol, Valerie, know what donations you would like to make before we leave today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Audale. We look forward to Labor Day. On June 28th, June 1st, 2025, this year, we have Volunteer Appreciation Sunday. And on that day, we will joyfully celebrate the incredible individuals who generously give their time, their talent, and their treasure to our spiritual community. Our volunteers are the heartbeat of our center, and they show up with open hearts and a spirit of grace. So together, let us celebrate and honor them June 21, Volunteer Appreciation Sunday. And there is a video.
Calling all of God's servants. On Sunday, June 1st, I invite you to join me at the Temple of Light for a very special service of appreciation and celebration. Whether you've greeted us with a warm smile, filled our sanctuary with beautiful flowers, ensured the sound was just right, the love streaming was perfect, guided our youth, prepared a meal, sang a song, wrote a grant, or helped in any sacred way, we want to honor you. Floral angels, greeters and ushers, hospitality team, tech team, office volunteers, music ministry, grant writers, step into your future facilitators, youth ministry, grief and loss ministry. This day is for you. Come, let us celebrate the light that you bring into the world. We couldn't do what we do at the Temple of Light without you. Join us as we celebrate you Sunday, June 1st during Sunday service.
The image was a little cloudy, but that was Reverend Michele, live and in living color right here. The Universal Center of Truth for Better Living will celebrate their Founders Day on June 8th. This year's celebration promises to be a vibrant, cultural-filled experience featuring the reggae musical Deadlift, I saw it, and a cabaret show featuring the Ashe Ensemble, superb ensemble, one of the best. This will take place June 8th, 5 o'clock at the Ashe Center, which is 8 Cargill Avenue off Halfway Tree Road. The tickets, $5,000 each. Please indicate to Reverend Anshand your interest. And something else exciting to look forward to is our annual Family Fun Day. On Saturday, July 12, do mark that date in your calendars when we will be off to Conoco Falls in Ocho Rios. And more details will be coming right now if Jennifer will come up to the podium. Here we are.
Thank you, Reverend Michael. Good morning, friends. This is just a brief announcement for our exciting Family Fun Day trip planned for July 12 at Conoco Falls. Now, for those of you who were here last year and we went to Frenchman's, just show a wave of hands and how much fun we had. So please, I'm inviting you to come on out. This attraction offers nature walk of the botanical garden and historical museum. There'll be an animal petting zoo. You can climb the waterfall, and there's a spectacular view of the Ocho Rios Bay area. And of course, this and all that's including lunch, is only going to cost you for adults $8,700. We've kept our costs the same as last year. And for children, it will be $6,500. But please, you can't get in at the children price because it's for ages 3 to 12. So this morning after service, the sign-up sheet is here. It will be at the front, so please put your names down and indicate your meal choices. Looking forward to seeing you all on Saturday, July 12th at Conoco Falls. I'll give you further details in the next announcement.
Sounds exciting, Jen. I loved Frenchman Cove last year. Looking forward to this. Something else that we can look forward to. If you haven't made arrangements yet, remember SOAR 2025 is calling. Get ready to rise, rejuvenate, and reconnect. And this is from August 7 to 10 in the breathtaking Banff, Alberta, Canada. Our annual Centers for Spiritual Living retreat promises soul-stirring inspiration, heart-opening connections, and the kind of spiritual elevation you simply can't experience from the sidelines. Don't miss this once-a-year opportunity to soar with our global CSL family. It's in one of the most majestic places I have been hearing on earth. Mark your calendars, August 7 to 10, Banff, Alberta. And now, let's talk a little bit about membership fees. We are in the middle of the second quarter of the year, and if you haven't yet had a chance to pay your annual membership contribution, now would be a great time to do so. It's $6,000 per calendar year, and these funds support the work of our community as we seek to transform lives and attract young people into the family. Young people and their families as well. Please use Temple's payment streams online or visit the office. Thank you so much for your support and your generosity. Tithes and offerings. Thank you again for your generosity and helping us to be a beacon of light in the world. We have new arrangements for your financial gifts to the Temple of Light to support our ministry. For Jamaica dollar donations, we're going to easypayments.com, and for USD donations, easypayments.com again, same one. Thank you. As together, we support a world that works for everyone. And prayer support is available with Reverend Michele Synegal at prayer.templeoflight.csl.org, csl.org. And Reverend Sonia Davidson is available to pray with you, immediately following our Sunday service this morning. For those not in the sanctuary, the number to call, 876-289-0907. Your prayer requests can be placed in the box in the vestibule. Additionally, our practitioners are on call during the week at 876-289-0907, same number as above. And there's also practitioner assistance for grief support and counseling. And the number here, 876-927-6145. Please remember that our QR code is now available on pocket-sized cards and placed strategically for your convenience so that you can easily participate in the service from your device. And after all that talking, it's time for some singing. Would you please stand for our first hymn, Peace in Every Step.
This is one we learned last year, you all. It'll come back to you. We have the fullness of a band, so I expect you all to sing. I am a prayer for peace. Wherever I go, peace goes with me. I feel the
gonna let them play it a minute, then we'll start. All right, hit it, band. Here we go. I am a prayer for peace. Wherever I go, peace goes with me. I feel peace inside. In every breath, peace abides. I know the joy of peace. I choose fear to release. Every moment love wakes up, and peace is every step. And peace is every step. All right, choir, rehearsal next Saturday, 2 o'clock.
And Reverend Michele, who is a singer, who is a band leader, and who is a dancer as well, is now going to give us some words of inspiration as she delivers her message. Over to you, Rev.
Morning. Morning. We have lots going on, family. Grand rising. So I want you to know we might have a little competition. The youth are outside learning drumming, you all. So you might hear some Afro beats floating through the air. So just know that that's what's going on, right? Those are our future musicians. I also just want to say that we've been underway now 4 weeks with our Step Into Your Future, Success as an Attitude series. And the young people are really gaining so much from it. We had 2 entrepreneurs with us to speak from their experience, all under 30. So the young people are getting firsthand information. And you also take a look at Instagram. We've also been posting testimonials because we really are affecting people's lives. And we're doing good work here. So I wanted to start our Sunday service off letting you all know that we are doing what we were created to do. And what that is to transform lives, helping people to realize their full potential. So it's on, it's happening, be a part of it. All right. So today, though, we're going to negotiate peace. That is the topic, because conflict resolution is a skill set that we can all learn and we can all master. And it can also serve as a form of transformation. So I'm going to start with a reading from the book, The Way of Tenderness Awakening. And we have, down through the ages, developed many means to attempt to heal, to mend, and to atone. Atone for our actions. Yet, while our spiritual paths have assisted us, our aspirations to be better may be inadvertently hindered. To be good, people tend to bypass the messiness of our lives to enter the gate of tranquility. Can the gate of tranquility really be as we imagine it? No matter which way we approach peace, it seems we must cross the burning threshold of human conditioning to enter it. So, before we leap, we must cross the burning threshold. How do we do that? We are true to our essence. We're true to spirit. So why not start where we are as human beings? We must carve a path through the flames of our human conditioning. We must see it for what it is and what it is not. We must bow to it. Not a pitiful bow, but a bow of acknowledgement. Acknowledging the human condition means that we acknowledge that we might not know how to end hatred, hostility, and violence as human beings. And I'm adding that it's all learned behavior. And if we set our intention, we can be peace in every step. So the mantra, inhale world. Let's do that. Inhale world. Exhale peace. I don't know if you all have heard that, but we do that oftentimes when we have our gatherings at CSO. And it serves as a profound reminder that the peace that we wish to see must begin with ourselves. It emphasizes the true peace can only be from the abundance of peace that we have resident within us. When we highlight the importance of individual transformation, we are helping to achieve global harmony. This principle is relevant today, especially where world leaders often advocate for peace while simultaneously engaging in arms sales. To genuinely foster peace, we must recognize that conflict is not merely an external phenomenon, but a reflection of our inner discord. And I'm gonna be honest with you. When I'm not peaceful, it's usually something going on within me, and so what comes up comes out, right? And so that is a sign to me when I am impatient, irritable, that if I don't want to receive that back, then I need to go into my upper room. I need to be still. I need to be quiet. I need to get centered so that what I put out, I get back. And that's the law, is it not? Yeah. So in this philosophy, the science of mind, it highlights the deep connection between our inner state of being and our external reality. It teaches that our thoughts are powerful forces shaping our experiences. Therefore, resolving conflicts is more than a tactical process. It becomes a spiritual practice that aligns with harmony, love, and unity. When we nurture thoughts of love and peace, we contribute to a collective consciousness of harmony, whereas negative emotions like fear and anger, they perpetuate division. The lyrics, "Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me," captures the science of mind philosophy perfectly. It reminds us that while global peace is a significant challenge, it starts with personal inner transformation. And by focusing on ourselves, being aware of ourselves, practicing forgiveness, displaying empathy, and demonstrating compassion, we foster inner peace, which then radiates outward, inspiring others and creating a ripple effect of harmony. So let's talk about negative versus positive peace. Did you know there was such a thing? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. used to talk about this all the time, and he would make the distinction between the negative and the positive peace. He offered a profound perspective on conflict resolution and societal change. Negative peace refers to the mere absence of violence or conflict, a situation where tensions might be suppressed, but underlying issues remain unaddressed. This form of peace can be fragile, as it does not necessarily resolve the root causes of the conflict. It's a state where problems are temporarily quieted, but go without resolution. So in contrast, positive peace involves a deeper, more substantive transformation of relationships and societal structures. It's characterized by justice, equality, and the proactive promotion of well-being for all individuals. Positive peace seeks to address the underlying causes of conflict, such as systemic injustices and social inequalities, and aims to build a foundation of equity and mutual respect. Positive peace often looks different from our traditional spiritual view of peace because it involves setting clear boundaries, holding individuals and systems accountable, and driving meaningful change. This form of peace requires active engagement and action, addressing underlying issues and implementing solutions which can initially set off some feelings, right? Or may come across as being confrontational, but ultimately leads to deeper, more lasting harmony that isn't reliant on any individual group or oppression. The interconnectedness of inner and outer peace. Our own ability to connect with our inner peace profoundly influences our external experience. We all have internal conflicts from time to time. Is that truth? Especially, you all, when we have unresolved emotions, when we have personal turmoil. Oftentimes it manifests in our, as I mentioned earlier, our interactions with others, our relationships with the people who are closest to us. It's more pronounced. The closer you are to a person, the more intently you may act out. And then the other, of course, is subject to it. And it all comes from our unconscious behaviors and habits. Conversely, cultivating inner peace can transform how we handle conflicts, fostering harmony and constructive communication in our relationships and communities. So those of you, and I'm sure everybody did, so you're going to say yes if I ask you, or if I ask you to raise your hand. I'm not going to do that, but I'm saying if I did, you would say yes. You read the bylaws, and you understand that there is a section at the end that deals with conflict resolution. That's not a part of CSL's bylaws. I brought that in. Why? Because I know that conflict is inevitable. And even in spiritual community, conflict is inevitable. And so I think that we need to have a process, and we have a way for resolving those conflicts. So that was my addition. What are conflicts? They're simply disagreements. And because we're all individual expressions of God, we're not going to see the world in the same way. I do not have the same worldview as anybody in this room. Even those people who are closest to me, we see things differently. We're shaped and influenced by our own lived experiences. And because of that, the potentiality for conflict is always present. So yes, our bylaws include this process for resolving conflict. And I implore you to read them and read them and read them. And when you find yourself in disagreement with someone here at the temple, or even in your own families, you have a process that you can adhere to. So what is that process? What I say is go into the secret place of the Most High first, so that when you speak to the other person, you speak your truth. Now I'm saying your truth because they have their truth. Someplace in the middle, maybe you all can find some common ground. Yes? So go within first and spiritually discern, what am I going to say next? What do I want as an outcome from this conversation? And I'm going to tell you this, don't expect that other people are going to change their behavior just because you're asking them to, or you're saying this is how I feel. All you can control is who? Yourselves. It's a hope and it's an expectation, so you communicate that. And depending on the relationship, the value placed upon that relationship, people may elect to show up differently, but if not, then you have to do what? You have to learn to respond differently. Not react, but rather respond. And I believe in the power of negotiation, you all. And most of the time, people think of negotiations in terms of business dealings and affairs. No. By definition, negotiation is give and take. So negotiate solutions. If I do this, will you do that? Yes. If I do this, will you do that? That is a negotiation. And you know what? Our children are socialized at very, very early ages to negotiate with us. You all heard about Nora, right? My granddaughter, Nora. I talked about her in the last time I spoke. She is a very effective negotiator. Nora, 3 books, and we go to bed. 3 books, Dora the Explorer, and then we go to bed. No, Nora, how about 2 books and Dora the Explorer, and we go to bed? And she'll say, that's a deal. She hears her father on the phone all the time talking about deals. That's a deal. So the point is that negotiation is not some big only tool that is used in business. Negotiation starts at very, very early ages, and we should use these negotiations in our conversations, in our disagreements with each other. It's about bending, not breaking. It's about giving and receiving. So you may not get 100% of what it is you want, but if you get 60% of what you want and the other party gets 60%, I mean, that's common ground, that's compromised, and the likelihood is greater is that the resolution will be sustainable over time. Conflict resolution can be a spiritual practice. And the way that that happens, of course, is we go within first, as I mentioned. We get grounded and centered. We get clear about what it is that we want. We get clear about why we're even having a reaction to what the other person did or what the other person said. That's where I go first. Sufi practice. Why am I having reaction to this statement? So that gives me a clue that there's probably something that needs to be healed within me because I'm reacting to something external to me. And the final analysis is all about us anyway, is it not? Yeah. So our motto in the Science of Mind, and you see it on our magazine, a philosophy of faith, a way of life. If we truly live our lives in accordance with our principles, we can foster small-scale peace in every situation. And through practices like mindfulness, self-awareness, and empathic communication, that can ripple outwards, impacting larger societal and global issues. When we address internal conflicts and nurture a sense of calm and understanding within ourselves, we create a foundation for peaceful interactions. Localized peace, meaning peace begins with me, can inspire and influence those around us, contributing to a broader cultural shift in the environment through harmony and cooperation. So lastly, I want to talk about the role of personal responsibility in achieving positive peace. Personal responsibility is foundational to our teaching and to achieving positive peace. It involves an active and conscious commitment to cultivating harmony and the resolution of conflicts. This requires that we acknowledge our own contributions to the discord. What did I do that created this or added to this disagreement or to this conflict? That's where the self-awareness comes in. It also requires us to engage in more self-reflection, being cognizant of our words, our attitudes, our posture, our facial expressions. Mine give me away, I have to admit that. I was in board meeting the other night and somebody told me, uh-oh, she's getting angry. And I'm like, well, how does she even know? I haven't even said anything. And she said she's got these wrinkles in her forehead. So even our body language, you all, contributes to what we actually express outwardly. And our bodies register how we're truly feeling before the mind catches up in a lot of situations. So by owning our own part in conflicts and striving for personal growth, striving to be better, striving for excellence, we can contribute to creating a more peaceful and equitable world. Personal accountability and responsibility, they extend beyond our self-awareness. They encompass taking into account the other people. It's about mutual respect. It also is about upholding our values, those things that we say we value. We should be living those values of fairness, respect, understanding, compassion, and empathy. And this might involve setting and maintaining some healthy boundaries, holding ourselves accountable, and advocating for positive change in our relationships. So the call to action is this. We must recognize that creating positive peace involves ongoing commitment and vigilance. It's not a one-time achievement, but a continual process of nurturing and sustaining harmony. When we engage in practices like empathic listening, and I borrowed this, you all, from the Jesuits. I grew up Catholic. St. Francis of Assisi espoused in the 13th century to seek first to be understood and then understand. I said that wrong. Seek first to understand and then be understood. Stephen Covey made it popular, but it was St. Francis of Assisi that espoused that. So what that means is we slow the process down. We listen first to others. We read their body language, right? And then we adjust accordingly. And the person who knows bears more the responsibility for bringing about the solution. We know. We've studied the teachings. Now we have to live the teachings. So the responsibility and the onus is largely upon us. So by actively participating in and supporting initiatives that bring about fairness, justice, equity, mutual respect, we become a broader movement that advances peace on a much larger scale. This collective commitment helps us to build stronger, more resilient communities and paves the way for transformative change, leading to a more peaceful world for everyone and everything. So also pulling from my Catholic upbringing, you all, the priest would always say to us, "Peace be with you," and there was a response. Anybody know it? Thank you very much. So peace be with you. Now I need you to say that to two people. Get up, move around. Two different people. Get up, move around. Peace be with you, and mean it. Well, thank you very much, and also you. All right, hopefully you're feeling a little peaceful, a little more peaceful. And so also at the end of our 1 hour masses, the priest would say, "Go in peace." And we would say, "Thanks be to God." Go in peace. And so it is. Amen.
That was deep, Reverend Michele. Thank you so much. Now we know that there's positive peace and then there's negative peace, which has a lot of tension and which at any time can burst into war. We know that peace can only come from within, and the peace that is around us is a reflection from what is within. Very, very good. Thank you so much again, once more. And that applause was a forerunner to Audale Martin's musical item. No?
We have a special musical item today.
Oh.
I would like for you all to put your hands together for Audale Thompson.
Good morning, all. It's beautiful to still be recognized as a special presentation, even after doing it for so many times. But Grand Rising, how are we doing? Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, so from all that was said today, I took so many nuggets. And one thing that I really kind of thought that resonated with me was working all of what was said with the self. Trying to make sure that you work through all of what might be happening outside. How am I affecting that? How is it I'm responding to that? What am I doing that's contributing to that? So that was something that was very pivotal for me from this presentation. And I hope that that is something that you may also find some sense of resonance to today. All right, take it away.
Good morning or evening, friends. Here's your friendly announcer. I have serious news to pass on to everybody. What I'm I'm about to say could mean the world's disaster, could change your joy and laughter to tears and pain. It's that love's in need of a love today. Don't delay, send yours in right away. Hate's going round, breaking many hearts. Stop it, please, before it goes too far. No. Oh, whoa, whoa. The force of evil plans to make you its possessor, and it will if we let it destroy everybody. We all must take precautionary measures. If joy and peace you treasure, then you hear me when I say, whoa, that love's in need of love today. Don't delay, send yours in right away. Hey, hate's going round, breaking many hearts. Stop it, please, before it's gone too far. You know that love's in need, hey, of love today. Don't delay, send yours in right away. You know hate's going around, breaking many hearts. Stop it, please, for it's gone too far. Just give the world love. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Darrell. Thank you so much. Would you please stand for our next item, which is a prayer for Jamaica. Together, the radiant light of God's love is now flowing through us and from us to everything and everyone it touches. The eternal light of God's love now completely fills, covers, and surrounds our island, Jamaica. The glowing intensity of the light of God's love now interpenetrates and awakens within the hearts and minds of our countrymen and women the truth of life which sets free. The light of God's love is growing and glowing in intensity in the hearts and minds of mankind everywhere. Love, health, harmony, goodwill, peace, uprightness, integrity, joy, prosperity, kindness, and a oneness under God are now established, and so it is. Would you please take out your love offerings? Yeah? No? Okay. And we're going to say the blessing that's on the envelope. And if you are listening online, just please place your hand on your heart and let us say together, Lovingly I give, joyfully I receive. Be thou fruitful, increase and multiply. Bless, prosper, and enrich everyone whom you touch, and replenish all of our financial affairs. So be it. Thank you, Father. And so it is. And we'll remain standing for the second hymn, We Let It Be. Words and music, Ricky Byers again.
Oh, by the way, I spoke with Ricky this week, and she blesses and sends love to her Jamaican family. She sent us 22 songs, you all, so we're going to be learning some Ricky Byers songs over the next few months.
Please sit. We now have acknowledgements, and I'd like to acknowledge the drummers who are backing Audale on piano. This morning, I'm sorry, I can't see through that wall. One drummer. This morning's flowers are a gift from the family of our member, Garth Sanguinetta, whose Thanksgiving service was on Friday. Our love and support surround the family at this time. We thank our musicians, our pianist, Audale, our singer, Davell, and our bass guitarist, Silvanio David. Is it the bassist? I'm sorry, I can't quite see. We thank too our ushers. We thank our tech team. Without the drummer is there, okay. The drummer is Delana Davis. Our ushers, our tech team, without whom we would not have a streaming service. We thank our hospitality team, who even as we speak now, I know are preparing some refreshment for us. And we'd like to ask you all to remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let us now have the blessing of the love offering and the closing affirmative prayer by Reverend Michele.
So let's take a big inhalation, please. And we're going to breathe out peace, right?
Peace.
And what I know is that God is peace. God is love, harmony, equanimity, tranquility. And I am one with all of those qualities of God. And as I speak my word for myself, I'm speaking my word for everyone within the sound of my voice in the sanctuary and online. For I know that peace begins with me. And in my mind's eye, I see a world where peace is the norm, where conflicts and disagreements are resolved not with violence, but through love, compassion, empathy, mutual respect, fairness, and equality. For these are the very attributes of the Most High God, and being made in the image and the likeness thereof, they are all within our capability. So it's with a heart that is full, a heart that is grateful, to know the truth of our being, the truth of existence, because therefore I can envision peace. The peace of God that surpasses all understanding. So we live and move and have our being from that place. We give from our overflow. We are generous, kind-hearted, caring, loving people. And we cannot outgive God. So we give thanks for our blessings. We give thanks for the ability to give from our overflow. For we have enough to share, to spare, to enjoy, to tithe, to save. For these too are a part of our divine inheritance. So as we leave here, our countenance is peace. Our countenance is gratitude, for we have so much for which to be thankful. So I release my word unto the law of divine mind, and it is saying yes right here and right now. May peace and harmony and love and joy be the only experience you have. And so it is. Amen.
So it is. So
Ashe.
it is. And of course, the cherry on top of that peace affirmative prayer is the peace song. Please stand and hold hands.